All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Walker. This is We Play Games. We're playing Star Swarmed Banner. That's an achievement here at the Paradox Interactive Vicky 3. Yep, I'm remembering. It's all coming together. So we're in a much better place than we were or than we would have been had we fought the Chinese to a standstill. But wow, that was a really bad idea to do that. So just, don't invade. China in this game did not lose the Opium War, and as a consequence, China is going to really mess up the economic development of any country that could really utilize a whole lot of migrants. So we're gonna have a lot less migration than you would normally as America, I think, but we're still gonna be fine. Because eventually our standard of living here is going to become so ridiculously high out here that people are just going to flood us from everywhere. Because we're going to be able to build some steel now. Because we have just a ridiculous amount of iron and a ridiculous amount of coal. So we can find one of these locations. It doesn't really matter which one. Nebraska? Nebraska? Does Nebraska have a... Well, we could do Nebraska, or we could do Oklahoma. For authenticity's sake, you would probably put it where there's vertical integration. Vertical integration doesn't exist in this game, but it's the idea that, like, if you make steel, it's usually cheaper to make steel if you make it somewhere that there's coal mines naturally. That's why, like, steel emerged in Pennsylvania. Like, those of you who are familiar with the history of America will recognize that the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is a football team. Yeah. Ooh, trains. Yeah. Humans of the world. Tell me I like trains. Prove to me that you're human and not a robot. Cause all humans love trains, right? That's their most defining feature. And I'm also not an alien, probably. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's what they would say. We would say, you would say. That's what you would say. All right, look at this. We got a railroad. And why do we have railroads? Well, railroads are critical to be building up your urbanization, right? We're not really probably going to be fighting anybody of any import for the immediate future, but that doesn't mean that we can't still use this time to develop. We might want to use it to develop fewer enemies, because the more that some of these people interfere with our business, more annoying it's gonna be. You know what? We've tried fighting the Russians. Have we instead tried being friends with the Russians? Let's do that. Let's transform the diplomatic state of the world. So up until recently, it's been the U.S. just rough and tumbling it with people. Specifically, I had picked a big fight with Russia, but Russia, because it's Russia. They're not to be trusted. But now it's fine, because now we realize that, like, they have a gigantic amount of debt, and so maybe they'll sell us Alaska. We also have a gigantic amount of debt, but I feel a lot more sanguine about our ability to tackle that debt, because we're getting electrical capacitors in 6 months, and this is America. America has one of the, like, really, really, really awesome bonuses down here with Niagara Falls, right? Niagara Falls, 20% building electricity output. What the heck? We're gonna get so much electricity if we just remember to build that building. I mean, it's not gonna be that hard to get an infinite amount of electricity as the United States, even immediately. Like, I'm just not afraid. I'm not afraid of it. Once we can use electricity in a thing, I want to use electricity in the thing, because that's gonna make our society just the best. Absolutely, just better than everybody else in the whole world. Electrify your society. Just electrify it, right? Do some dancing. Probably upgrade your methods of production from time to time. That's also usually a pretty good thing. If you want to increase the productivity of your stuff, then maybe you want to do that. I don't know. That seems fine. Because now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be firing everybody. And everyone's going to be like, well, why are you firing everybody? Everyone's going to get so mad. Well, because their jobs are about to transform into something else. We are about to have an entirely new world powered by electricity. It's gonna result in some people getting pretty mad for a little while, though. It's true that we just fired a bunch of people, and that's not very based, but we're not doing it long term, and that's a campaign promise. We're not firing people long term. We are firing people because I know I'm gonna forget to do this. I do. It's just the way the world works. And so what I'm gonna do instead is right, I'm gonna build a cottage industry. I was just talking about that, Walker. All right, we're gonna build some motor industries out here in Nebraska. Why am I building motor industries in Nebraska? Well, because a motor industry out here, a cottage motor industry with like a 5 or a 10, is gonna dramatically increase the standard of living out here. And there's a bunch of right now we've got migration target Welsh, right? They're coming. Let's see how fast we can make them migrate, though. Let's see. Because we want to do some migration. That's probably going to be pretty helpful for us. And right now, we've got some stuff going on in Iowa. This is a pretty good place, a pretty good migration target, right? 27's not bad. It's not bad. Why is Wisconsin struggling? Turmoil. They're struggling because of turmoil. Because I just fired them all. That's my bad. Yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. And now because we built up an enormous amount of coal, I'm not worried about that. We're working on Walker, did you talk about yes, okay, good. I'm like, did you talk about a steel mill and then forget to build it, you idiot? No, I got it. We're good. Everything's good. I love this song. We're building a factory. I'm gonna turn it up. Yeah, I love this song. It's so much fun. And that's what we're doing. We're just chilling. We would have been so much stronger had I not attacked China and sent them 5 years of economic growth in exchange for sacrificing 10 years of economic growth. But we're back on track. We will probably spend actually this entire term. The next entire term will probably be econ. And then 1866 roughly is when we're going to start World War. Because I think what we're probably going to do is we're just gonna at whenever this expires, 64. Okay, maybe whenever that expires, we'll just puppet them, and then we will annex subject on them, and then our infamy is going to be like 200 or 300, and then it's off to the races, because then everybody's going to start getting into fights with us. But I think we do need to spend this next term like not fighting everybody. Gamble denied. Gamble's success. Look, this is a stupid event. Don't ask me about that ever again. It doesn't. There's stuff there, and it's like, do you want this? So popularity is something actually that's useful to know. Oh yes, electricity. I don't know. I don't want to sing it, but there's a song. Because I don't want this to get like anybody in trouble, but there's a song from the Schoolhouse Rock about electricity, and it's an absolute banger. It's so good. It's so good. All right, I should probably read this one because this is removal of a leader. That's a big deal. Right now he's a moderate intelligentsia. I mean, am I using the intelligentsia for anything? I don't think I'm using them for anything. So the parties that make up your government are important. I'm going to close this so we can talk about government real quick. Gamble, failure. So we said take the gamble, and that's what this is happening. All right, so the parties that make up your government are going to have some impacts. Like right now, our legitimacy is lower because we have the intelligentsia in government. I think we're going to re-roll here. I think we're going to ask him to leave. And the reason is that I'm going to look for a leader who has a personal ideology that would make them align with the trade unions. Because I think that the natural development that most governments are going to have, if you're just trying to like play around in a democracy, is that you're probably going to end up in a position where trade unions and intelligentsia and armed forces are going to be important in the late game. We kind of skipped the industrialist part. I think that's probably also going to harm our economic development. Like, if you can bring industrialists in, this is something you can do with Japan pretty easily. If you can get industrialists happy after you've thrown the shogun out, you can get an outrageous, and I mean outrageous, amount of money from having a strong, happy industrialists with mutual mutual bonds on. They give you millions and millions of investment pool money, and so you can build almost for free as Japan once you get rid of the shogun. Because you can't do that really as with the shogun, because you don't get really any investment pool. You don't really even get tax advantage from turning peasants into non-peasants after a certain point, because of the way land tax works. So you need to get out of land tax too. There's a lot of things you have to change, but once you've transformed Japanese society, it is a kaiju poised to just behemoth as much stuff as it can. It's just tricky. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of this guy. I don't know who you are, Martin Fitzhugh. Maybe you were important once, but you're not now. So we have a new leader, and the new leader is a reformer. Oh, it's the dude who's lost. All right, well, whatever he's doing, it also affords him the time to be a reformer, which hopefully means that he's going to align up better. Yes. So can we change any laws now? We can change over to regulatory bodies without any issues, and that would be really helpful, because regulatory bodies is gonna dangerous working conditions are off, and considering that we're encouraging everybody to use dynamite, that's probably good. In fact, that's definitely good. Having a regulatory body that says maybe you shouldn't use dynamite here, it seems like it would be helpful for them. Let's see. Oh, right, we have more things that we need to change. So we can do steam trawlers now, and steam powered whalers. And in fact, we have to, otherwise they just literally can't work, because we turned off all of our wood ships. No more wood ships. They're dumb. Wood ships are stupid. Get out of here. Get out of here, wood ships. Should we pause actually and discuss whether or not we want to even keep them around? Oh yeah, we do, because they're giving us IP. Yeah. So right now we're just throwing capitalists on everything, even though it's not the most base thing in the universe. We're doing it so that they get happy, so that they give us money. And that's cool, right? We're outsmarting them by giving them a little bit of money to do nothing. They give us a lot of money. That's what we're doing. We are outsmarting the capitalists. All right, what are we doing here? We're working on electric sawmills, maybe? I think that's what we're working on, maybe. We are working on electricity. We are gonna have so much electricity. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we switch everything over to electricity? This is 260. That's not a lot. That's fine. And then steam donkeys we could do. And we just like crashed the cost of wood. But we also crashed the cost of wood. And by crashing the cost of wood, we're going to be able to go into here, and we're going to be able to turn the wood basically all over to the hardwood. Because now we don't need as much. And then we can switch that over to steam donkey. And then we can encourage the utilization of more hardwood by building more by building more furniture manufactories. That's what I need. I think it's gonna be more furniture. Yeah, it's gonna be more furniture. So we'll build some more furniture, and then we've used the electricity that we're getting in so many different ways. We're gonna need even more power. More power. That's all we're doing. We're just building electricity right now, because that's another thing you can do. If you're just using a bunch of electricity and stuff, you can just build more of it. And it's usually pretty good. It's sort of like when you have a bunch of coal. You can usually, if you have a bunch of coal, if you have coal yet, and you want to use coal, then just use coal, right? Like, just use it. Get so much. What do we just research? We got that. Is there a use for this? We could use that, and then that would let us use steel railway cars. But we would need combustion engine to be able to use. All right, wait a second. Can we? What do we need in order to put electric trains? Is it electric trains we need in order to do this? No. Steel. We just need to do it. 300 less wood. All right. This is great content, right? You guys love this, where it's just Walker just mumbling to himself, just incoherently. What is he doing? Like, what is he doing? All right, this is fine. This is fine. We are, right now, we are adjusting our methods of production. This is going to be something that's going to be pretty important in Vicky 3, because it's going to determine how your economy operates. Look at that. Whoa. All right. We will finish adjusting our methods of production, and then we will get back to using these things. We're just doing it. We're just doing it. Everyone's getting promotions. Everyone's getting promotions. You're going to be promoted. 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 We're just changing stuff. We're just building things and changing stuff. We could do ceramics, but I don't know about that one. That one's fine. That one's fine. And that's fine. And that's fine. Everyone is gonna get so rich off of this. Everyone's gonna get so rich off of this because we're just gonna build so much electricity that their brains are gonna explode. They'll be like, how is any of this possible? Because of electricity. Because big old Dumbo Walker forgot entirely that as the United States you have New York. And we got electricity, but it's got a little bit of a lag time. If we had like just played better, then we probably could have had this electricity online like 5 or 10 years ago, and then we would be doing this sort of electrical transformation of society a lot faster. But this is fine. Let's focus on the good, and the good is that we're doing it. We have electricity. Everyone's so excited. Somebody post a link to the electricity video that I'm talking about from them. We want to build, I guess, something else out here, don't we? We want to build another cottage industry. Who wants a cottage industry? Who wants to make tools? You want to make some tools, Iowa? You already have jobs. South Dakota has jobs. Who doesn't have jobs? Who's waiting for a job? Wyoming, you're waiting for a job, right? Yeah, you people are starving to death. Wyoming, I'm so sorry. Oh, because you suck. You're terrible. It's awful. All right. Well, we're not giving you a cottage industry. Does Nevada have it? Are there jobs in Nevada yet? There's iron mines. Iron mines. There is nothing in California. You know California, how famous it was that they made tools. There's a historical anecdote for you there. Yeah, and that's a true one, and it's real, and it's definitely a real thing. That's it. We're building. Feel the train, chat. Chugga chugga choo choo. Line go up. Now that we're not going to be hurling money at China, there's going to be a lot of line go up. We're going to have electricity, and I'm not going to be an idiot. Our economy is going to conquer the earth while our armies wait at home. And it's gonna terrorize Europe. They're at 212. They're at 212 right now. All right. They're at 212 right now. What are they at in terms of their prestige? 3,000. We can do better than that. Our navy is not remotely close to max capacity right now. And we want to build a little bit more economic growth before we start hurling. Well, maybe we do want to set up some more naval bases. They do hire insanely slowly, like really inappropriately slowly. That's set up already. And now again, we're just doing a little bit of vertical integration. It's not part of the game. And it's just that, like, I don't really care where we build them. Santiago needs a rail. Oh, we actually do own somebody. All right, whoops. Oh, Walker, you annexed a country. The very least you can do, Walker, is finish this. Finish transforming their society. That's what we're doing every time we do this. And I wish there was a way to just like set it so that like this is the default stuff whenever I annex you. Because that should be something that's in game, right? That should be something in game. There should be like a little box here that says, tick this, and then whenever we gain states, if you are not currently using this technology, you switch over to it immediately, and I don't have to micro it at all. Because once you're at that point in your economic development, then that's what you do. Right, we're building some more tooling workshops. Those guys are going to get outrageously rich. And this is why cash cropping is so stupid. Right here. Look at the productivity on these things. Just outrageously productive, right? Look at the productivity on these cash crops. They're trash. These are trash. They're trash, and if you're using cash crops, I apologize, but that economy is not good. It's not good. It's not good. Steel and glass. We could build a glass workshop out here. Yeah, let's build a glass workshop out here. Let's find a state. Let's find a state down here and build a glass workshop in South America, because these are citizens too. These are citizens too. Let's give them a little naval base. I think we might have been in the middle of doing that, and then stopped for some reason. But then let's build them a glass workshop, right? There's like how many hundreds of, just 40,000 peasants. Yeah, we can build a level 10 glass workshop down here. Wait, there it is. There it is. There it is. Roll it. Ohio, why are you still having problems with your infrastructure? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Kentucky, we could improve infrastructure for. We're gonna build a lot of railroads in this game, chat. We're gonna build a lot of railroads in this game, and I hope everyone's excited for this, because we're gonna build a lot of them. And the SPUSA is gonna govern them all basically forever. It's gonna be pretty hard to get them out of power, because they're gonna make this place just an incredibly good place to live. People are gonna be so excited to move to the United States. They're gonna be genuinely thrilled. And I'm gonna be genuinely thrilled when I have added this to the top of the queue, because there is actually a lot more flex in our economy than I thought. Because again, I burned up a bunch of money. That was on me. We sent war reparations to Qing. We got greedy. We attacked them, and they were able to resist us. Spread the word. American South Island. Everybody wants to live in the USA. Everybody wants to live in the USA, right? You guys all want to live here. It's gonna be a pretty cool place. It's gonna be a pretty cool place. Let's expand our market access. Nothing is worse than having market access problems when you are lucky enough to have access to rail. That, like, if you have rail and you have market access problems, That sounds like a you problem, honestly. It sounds like a you problem, and that's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. All right. Are we still going on? Oh my god. We could get open hearth process. That would get us even more steel. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's do open hearth process. Because what we're gonna do, of course, is we're gonna keep expanding our steel. Who is still using this? I explicitly ordered everybody to use. Oh, it's probably our puppets. Sorry, puppets. Yeah, if we did that, we would tank our infrastructure even further, and that would change the price over to an increase on steel. All right, so let's build our steel before we build steel railways. Let's build more in Oklahoma. Let's build more steel out here. The USA, it's so easy to just build steel. Like, some nations, you really do need to worry. Like, am I going to run out of coal and iron and stuff? Like, where am I going to get all these things through and how? You don't need to worry about that as the United States. You know where all the steel is in the world? Like, GameStart, it's here. You get it all. You get all of the steel in the entire world is yours. Yeah. All right. We're just gonna go with even more. I know that we're gonna need at some point to have this developed a little better, but not right now. We're fine. We're building a naval base. We're building it bigger. We're building a naval base. We are building it bigger. And if you recognize that song, that's a great song too. I'm so hungry. Chat, I'm so hungry. That's 26 minutes. I don't think anyone's gonna be mad if we pause it there, because I am starving and I'm very tired. And I have a pot pie in the oven that I'm gonna go snack on. Maybe I'll just chat about the food before we go eat it. Preserve serfdom abolished. You want to preserve serfdom abolished instead of regulatory bodies? Of course you do. Oh, geez. Walker. You need to do this. You need to do this. Our economy is going to be able to support a skyscraper. We're going to build one. There, you can build at just arbitrarily gigantic skyscrapers at a certain point, but it doesn't even really benefit you sometimes to make a gigantic skyscraper, because the difference between like a level 30 skyscraper and a level 200 skyscraper is basically non-existent. You're gonna have infinity bureaucracy, but if you build a gigantic skyscraper, it's gonna cost you a lot in terms of subsidies. So it's mostly just a way to waste money after a certain point. If you really want to waste a bunch of money, then the best way to waste a bunch of money is to build a skyscraper that is too big. I think that the meta is going to emerge that, depending on what you're trying to do with it, you probably want like a level 30 minimum. It's possible that a level 40 would be advisable for most great powers to aim for, so we're gonna do that. But I think a level 40 is fine. I'm not super worried about anything beyond that, and I am super worried about wasting cash, because we have done some inadvisable things. Mostly the number one inadvisable thing was attacking China without them having lost the Opium War. If they had lost the Opium War, then I feel pretty confident that we would have bodied them. But they did not, and I was greedy. Their Transvaal revolt, I don't know. I don't care about that. What we're doing is we're doing the skyscraper survey, because that's gonna help us identify a site, and it's gonna be here, and then we can build New York, and then it'll be New York City, and it'll be like 1870, and we're just gonna build a level 40 skyscraper there, and it's gonna attract everybody from all over the world, and it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have New York's gonna be really big. New York's gonna be really big. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the sort of city that aliens are gonna visit. when they come to Earth. They're gonna visit New York, because like, of course they're gonna visit New York. Of course they're gonna visit New York. Like, it's, how do you come to Earth? How do you come to Earth? What do you do when you come to Earth? Do you do crop circles in Nebraska, or do you like visit the human capital, right? That's the important thing, because this is what idiots do, right? You just like, you go out there, you make crop circles, and you're like, that's so funny. But like, you don't learn anything about humans that way. All you learn is the reactions that you pick up from the little radio signals. That's very dumb. It's way better to go here. They're so weird. They're crazy. Humans are so weird. They're so weird. Look, New York, bordering Newark, they're like, they're starting to spill into each other. I love the urbanization in this game, because it's very natural. It looks very natural. It feels very natural. The people who have been here will understand that this is gonna look pretty natural, because of course there's like just a massive urban strip right there. Baltimore, free trade party, like Massachusetts. Look at that Massachusetts. You got it. Yeah, baby, you got it. We're just building things out here. We're just building things, building stuff, encouraging people to move to us. I mean, we're getting like 300,000 migration in New York City right now. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not enough yet. It's not enough yet. But we will get there. We will get there. And we will get there pretty soon too. Because I think we got all the everything's electrified, and now we just gotta see what our electricity production can handle. It can handle a lot. All right, everybody, lights on. Where's the thing that we want to target first? We could target Alberta. Let's target Alberta. Let's go here, and we will go and build a furniture manufactory, and then we'll go here, and we'll do a railway, we'll do a textile mill, we'll go a railway. Why am I building a railway? Just so that I am sure that there's going to be enough infrastructure to support these little cottage industries that we're building here. We're building like just level 10s, so that way that there's something generating good production there. And the railway thing, I think, is mostly just going to be helpful from a management perspective for them. We could do more. Could do more of that. Could do more of that. We could do another tool industry, or another chemical plant, actually. Let's do a chemical plant in North Dakota. Bam. But yeah, we're just going through and building cottage industries, because that's going to drive the colonization out here. We're gonna bounce back and forth between building some stuff here and building some stuff in New York, and then building some stuff here, stuff in New York. Let's build the construction sectors faster. Where are they? My darling, where are you? There you are. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get the construction industry going even faster. This is a lot of money. We don't need to be paying down our debt that fast. Yeah, we could get permanent prestige, but I'm not. 20's not enough. Industrialists. Yeah, we could follow their advice. That's fine. We're improving relations. We are improving relations. Oh right. Oh geez. We are burning off infamy right now, so we're not doing nothing, but we are getting kind of low. Oh boy, are we gonna get low enough where we could puppet Mexico without starting a world war? Let's do that. That's gonna be easy, actually, because that's gonna only require 66 infamy, and that means that we just need like 30-ish, and we're 39. So yeah, let's just wait. We'll just puppet Mexico, and then the wars will start when and that's gonna line up actually pretty well with our campaign promise, right? We'll do pick up Mexico, and then by 1866, we will have puppeted Mexico. Our prestige will, our infamy will be fine. We'll have this. We can build some. We can build some stuff. We can keep building stuff. Where are the rest of our construction things? Because we can build faster than this. 3, 4, 5. We can build faster than this. We can build faster than this. We can build faster than this. We can line go up. Burr, burr, burr. We can build so fast. We don't need this money. Raising concerns. You know there's no way I'm gonna back you against anyone, right? It doesn't matter if it's you versus the marginalized evangelicals. I'm never gonna back you, and I want you to understand that, Southern planters. You offer me nothing. If you want me to support you, then give me a reason to. Cauca? Okay. Nevada, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We could continue building... We could continue building cottage industries. So I'm just going to sort... what I want to go in here, sort, and then make it so that we see all this. This is a thing that there's the biggest spread on. Glass. Glass is what we need more of. Glass is what we need more of. And who to best benefit from glass but California, I guess. Yeah. But we should also make use of the fact that this is settling the American West. So we'll continue to mostly construct out here. That's what we're gonna do. Is this affected? No. I think it's here though. Yep. South Dakota. You can do a little glass work as well. I'm just not afraid to build glassworks, considering that both the luxury version and the industrial version are really expensive right now. That just means that I can just build them kind of without fear. Could build some more tools as well. North Dakota, are you part of this too? No. Colorado is though. You want some tools, Colorado? You want a little cottage tool industry? Sure, you get a cottage tool industry too. You're cool, Colorado. Go out there and build some tools. I think you guys are going to enjoy that. That's pretty fun. Kansas. Oh, right. Kansas needs a cottage industry too. Kansas gets agriculture? I don't think so, Kansas. I think you're going to build something cooler than agriculture. Could build more furniture, but furniture's not cutting it. I think Kansas is going to build a textile mill. That's what we're going to have. That's what we're going to have. And those little cottage industries, once they are like built and hiring, are going to attract a lot of people, I think. Free government reform. The Whig Party has betrayed us and formed their own party, but you know what? That's fine. Because we're not really changing any laws right now, are we? Oh, right, we're doing regulatory bodies. I mean, yep, there we go. There we go. Skyscraper survey. Right, we're gonna need to work on our bureaucracy as well, because as these areas get bigger, they are gonna have more pops there. It's gonna be more complicated. We're building at 400 a turn. That's fine. We hit 441 in 1865 is a little slow, but it's, what are you gonna do? Sure, like that's my fault. We could be building a lot faster than this had I just remembered the central mantra of just do not be the idiot who's the first to mess with China. If you can make it so that there are two great powers, which is what we're trying to do with our declared interests, which, right, this is another thing that they made a change for. They made it so that interests scale off of your naval power or something like that, it scales way too much because I can just declare interests in the entire world right now. Like, they made interests go from interesting to not. Hopefully they will fix that. But wow, just look at this. It's 1865 and now Team America World Police, we can go literally anywhere and be invited to so many wars. I'm hoping that that's how we survive, is just by like be convincing everybody else that we're willing to back them in any war that emerges. That would be pretty good. Whoa, wait a second. Is this still the same episode? That's not even a bit. It's 40 minutes now? All right. Okay. I'm eating food. I'm clearly not thinking straight. Sorry, this episode is so long. Bye.